Yep, back out.
Way high.
Here we are, me and the goat and the mutt out on a wild camp, and this is a seriously wild one. Heading to the summit of HALLIN Fell. Ah dear. Anyway, I'm out with a goat. So I asked you guys on Instagram to ask us some questions for when we're out, just so we can answer. So we're going to do a bit of a Q&A tonight with a couple of beers. It has literally been the most miserable day. Weekend? Yeah, full weekend. And just to actually have a bit of dry weather now. It's honestly rained all day. You can see in the distance there, it's still raining. And hopefully we're going to get up there, get pitched before the rain comes. So there's no worse than having a wet start. Yeah, there's probably only be that one walking past the camera, just because it's only about, I don't know, 300 or 400 yards to get to the camping point, so not much of an adventure, but it's all about companionship.
We could have been soft and stayed in the van.
we did think about it.
At least we're out.
Yeah, well that's it, made it out. We definitely just sat there pretty much all day in the vans, not wanting to
thinking about it,
get out at all. So breaking the weather, we've done it. We're out.
Been blown up by the wind. There you are. Here's the trig.
See that in the distance, the rain is on its way. Here we are though, at the trig point. A nice one, awesome trig cairn, look at that. It's a beast. Oh, proper windy as well. Let's get round here. Oh, there we go. That's better, out at wind. It's given 35 to 40 mile an hour winds tonight, so it's going to be a pretty exposed one up here. But I mean, I've never been here before, and look at the views, look at that, just absolutely awesome. There's two other lads down there that are going to be camping somewhere. I'm well impressed with this, mate.
Oh, it's good.
Like the shortest walk
for this
ever,
for the view,
and look what you get for that.
Yeah, that's why it's popular though. But it's only popular if the weather's alright. Only the really hardcore campers come out in this weather.
Yeah, 80 mile an hour winds tonight, yeah?
At least.
At least. Why I man?
How are you, pet?
How are you?
It's gone down the tube.
Dear. Well, we've just had a bit of a scan around. There's loads of places to pitch a tent up here, but because there's forecast really high winds and it's already really strong, we just found this little dip which is just under the summit cairn there anyway. So let's get tents up, eh, before it starts persisting it down. Right, we're in. Andy's just in his tent over there, talking to himself, as he always does. Jabbering on. And yeah, me and Blue are in here. It has actually started raining, so we're luckily just sort of got in time before we got too sort of wet. You can just see down here, look at all that. Sodden. Anyway, time to get all the gear in here, and then I think we'll have to crack open a beer and cook some food. And Andy is going to be making me a burger.
Oh, aye.
Oh, aye.
I've got the burgers, like.
Burger is on the menu.
That's all it is, though. now else with it.
Oh, just the burger on its own. Oh well, mate. Beggars can't be choosers and all that.
Burgers can't be choosers.
Burgers can't be choosers. I'll tell you what, we timed that right. It's proper persisting it down now. Anyway, 8 o'clock he says, which means beer o'clock. So let's get this cracked open. He's already got one open, so it'd be rude not to, wouldn't it? Cheers, guys. It's proper miserable out there. Yeah, dear.
Don't let dog get burgers.
I'm excited. Bit of food.
End of meat if the dog gets burgers.
Right.
I was coming like a wrecking ball. I came in like a wrecking ball. Nah. Are you happy to say this? He's like, I am. Ah, you're a funny stinking wet dog.
I know. He does stink a bit when he gets damp.
You are a wet doggy. Likes me, him, doesn't he? You like me, don't you? You do.
Here then, come in your bed.
Smell the burgers.
Lie down. Good boy.
Oh man.
There we are, mate. Burger and a beer. Apart from it's not beer. Thatcher's Blood Orange Cider. It's pretty good, is that, isn't it?
It's too nice.
That's dangerously good, is that? What percent is it?
I don't know. I've had
4%.
I've had a few forgotten nights on that. Like.
You could drink a hell of a lot of that, like. That, do you know what? We're now on it. That is good.
But I was kicking myself because I had I was going to get cheese and some onions to chop up and put it in.
Do it properly.
And some burger sauce. I don't know, I just panicked. I just panicked and forgot everything.
Anyway, let's answer some of your questions.
Hey.
So we're going to start with, I'm just going to go through randomly on this. This is Jaren Sharpie with an I on the end. If you could only use one brand of tent and one brand of clothing, what brands would those be?
I know what you're going to say.
I know what I'm going to say. I'm sat in the tents now.
I would use a Hilliberg tent, obviously. Yeah. And I would use
best brand for clothing.
Well, I think it's a toss-up between Montane, right?
Oh, interesting.
Montane's good. It's good, nice fitting gear. Montane fits you well. Or Rab. I like Rab stuff.
I like Rab stuff, I've got to say.
Rab's made by people who know mountains. He was a mountaineer, wasn't he?
Yeah.
And I sold the business on, but he left that legacy for the for actual mountain clothing. And I think they've kept it going.
I agree with the Rab thing. I don't know whether yeah, Rab's pretty much there, but I would go Fjallraven tent. We're sat in one now. This is the Abisko View 2. Awesome tent though, isn't it? Look at space in here, mate.
Yeah, it's really awesome. It's about the same. It's a little bit smaller than a Steiger. You've got a bit more headroom in the Steiger, but you've got the two big porches. And I think the Steiger is a bit wider for the sleeping area as well. It's the same kind of layout though, you know.
But you're just also saying how much the price difference is as well. So yeah, I'd go Fjallraven for tents for definite, and clothing, I'm going to say Fjallraven again, because I just like their stuff for...
You just said Rab?
No, well the thing is Rab stuff's awesome, and I love all their gear, I really do, and I wear a lot of it, but the Fjallraven stuff is great for just day-to-day wear as well.
I have got some Fjallraven gear, like.
You've got a couple of pairs of trousers or whatever, haven't you? So.
Yeah, but I think I do prefer the Rab gear, like.
There we go then. Right, Kai Camps. to the both of you, as newly van owners,
Oh no.
back of van camp or wild camping in a tent? Like, are we getting converted, basically?
We can answer this question, right, by the fact that it's chucking it down with the rain, it's windy as hell, we just weren't in the mood, we've got lovely comfortable vans, but we're sat in a tent on top of a mountain.
Totally true, mate. That's actually exactly right. So
we're here out in a satin with tents now, so there's your answer.
So it's all about wild camping, and just having a van just helps you get to these places, I'd say. Right, we have Craig Larman. Have either of you been told to pack up your tents and leave someone's land whilst wild camping?
No.
I've not either.
There was me and my mates were out in the G.O.A.T, and this guy came on a quad bike, and he's like the estate manager, and he was going around. This is just after the COVID. That's when everybody got allowed out again, you know what I mean? He was going around and rounding people up because there was people over the other side of the valley having fires. There was people over one side, and there was like about 10 of them, you know what I mean? And they were all going crazy. And he came to us, and we were just lying in the grass. I was lying literally on the grass like that, and I looked up and I seen him. I'm like, whoa. So I jumped on, I'm like, all right. He says, yeah. He says, you know, you're not meant to camp here. And I was like, oh, it's tolerated though, isn't it? We've been coming here for years. And he says, I know you lads are all right. He says, I know yous are all right because I've seen your videos.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, there you go then.
That just shows they do watch the videos, like
yeah.
The estate manager, they know
Yeah.
it. And now, when I see him now, he's always waving. Scans past on his quad and he waves, all right.
That's good stuff.
So I think it depends on how you react to somebody asking you to move. If you start getting all aggressive, you kind of get moved.
Yeah.
But if you're like chilled out, and you're like, oh, you know, oh.
Thing is, if you're a nice person and you show that you're a nice person, who's going to be funny with you?
Just be humble about it, you know what I mean? And because they're right. At the end of the day, they are right.
Yeah.
So
anyway, ST Outdoors 1973. For both of you, what got you both into camping?
Oh,
I don't know. Just as a kid, I was always out. My parents took us camping all the time as kids. Like, to the point where there was one site we were on somewhere in Scotland, at Sandhills Bay, and a storm came through. We went out for dinner, storm came through, took the whole tent down and everything, and all the camp people in caravans and that jumped out, grabbed the tent, all our belongings, and just pinned it down to the floor. So we got back from dinner and my dad had to sort all the tent out and everything like that. But yeah, we've always sort of done camping, so it's just, I don't know, it just becomes part of you, I guess.
Me and my mate used to go out all the time when we were little. We used to go in places like on school field and that, in this blooming, it was basically just a canvas top with 2 wooden poles, no ground sheet.
Old school.
Oh man. And we literally camped at the old school as well, and we should just pitch it anywhere. Anywhere we were, we just pitched it. And we just did that all the time. And then in the middle of the night, we'd get up and we'd go out in people's back gardens, you know, pinching apples and just being general.
Scrumping, that's what we called it.
Just being general little gits, like.
Yeah.
But, oh no, I've been doing it since I was like, Christ, we must have started doing that when we were 11 years old.
Yeah.
And then it just, obviously just progressed from there. Always camped, like, always.
I think once you get into it, that's it.
Yeah.
You'll always sort of crave it, so. Loris on Stephen. How old is Blue? How old are you, Blue?
Here he is.
He's 7. He'll be 8 in about October or November, somewhere around there. I can't remember. Nat E. Cooper, 21. If carrying weight was not an issue, what would be your ultimate camping food meal?
If carrying weight wasn't an issue.
Well, I'd carry a chef.
Gordon Ramsay.
Wouldn't you, though?
I wouldn't carry Jamie Oliver, though.
No.
He's a bit chunky.
Yeah. Do you know who I'd carry? Lawson.
Oh, Nigella.
Nigella Lawson. I'd carry her. She can cook for me anytime.
We should bring a microwave.
Oh, honestly. She'd be worth carrying, definitely. I like her.
Oh, yeah. The camping meal I would bring, I think I already done it, like, I'd just bring a nice steak, you know, a nice steak and onions, mushrooms and
a nice sort of like peppercorn sauce something with it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But or a tomahawk steak, a big tomahawk steak.
Oh, that'd be alright, wouldn't it?
Oh yeah, I've had one of them before. They're mad.
Cooking on your tiny little gas stove.
It would
burning
take,
that one spot.
It would take the whole camp, wouldn't it, just to cook the thing?
Yeah. Yeah, you'd need to bring a big gas thing, wouldn't you?
That's a hard one, that, because I do bring actually quite a lot of weight up with in food and that.
But do you know what I love pizza, and like you go to like a place like Italy, I could eat pizza every single day and not get bored of it. So having a really nice pizza oven, carrying that up and cooking pizzas, that'd be an awesome one.
Patrick Dickinson done that.
Yeah, right.
He took a pizza oven on a camp with him.
I'll have to do it. Mine's I've got like a uni one or whatever.
Yeah.
Like awesome bit of kit, but it's
well
heavy.
I went to a pizza shop the other week and I ordered a 12-inch meat feast, and he says, "Oh, do you want to cut it into 12 pieces or 6?" And I says, "Oh, just cut it into 6. I could never eat 12." So I did.
Oh dear, that's funny.
Old ones are the best.
Oh, brilliant!
Just cut that bit out.
Yeah. Oh man, that's like dad joke shit. Town Sun 86. Money no option. Would Everest be on your bucket list? Completely, 100%. I would love to go do Everest. I'd definitely love to go to base camp just for, I don't know, being there and just seeing what it's all about. But I would happily, if it was paid for in somewhere, I'd happily go up Everest. I would. I'd love it.
That was when I was at school. That was the teachers used to ask, "So what's your ambition? You know, what do you dream of?" And I'm like, mine was to climb Mount Everest.
As a kid?
At school, I was about 11, that's what I said. And they were like, "Oh, whatever." And I'm thinking,
you've got a couple of years left in you to go to get that done.
I could do it. I could be the oldest man to go up there. On a blooming stretcher. Going up on a stretcher.
Yeah.
And then coming down on it.
Yeah. Getting dragged up.
I would do it. Like I would if I could.
It would be ace, wouldn't it? Let me just check people are still watching. Oh yeah, we're still
turned off.
We're still on. So Nicey, 1978. I was born in 1978. If you could wild camp with anyone alive, not alive, fictional, who would it be?
Fictional? That's a funny
Could
one.
be anyone you want.
It can be anybody. I don't know. Bushman.
Hey, there you go. There we go. Cheers. Mine's not him.
Edit that bit out.
I'm going to say Nigella Lawson. She can come and do me cooking again.
I would say, right, I could do it with Craig Charles.
Oh yeah, I think you've got this bond with him, haven't you?
I would love to get him on a camp. Like, we'd have so many stories about.
I think that'd be brilliant.
Music and that.
I think it'd be really good.
I think you'd be up for it as well.
Yeah. Jenny Huddleston.
From the block.
From the block.
Jenny from the block.
Strangely, she's from the block.
She's not.
Well, she's my next door neighbour.
What?
Yes. Jenny from the block. So she says, would you rather...
Oh, not one of them.
Oh, no. Would you rather fight one horse-sized duck or 100 duck-sized horses?
I'd fight the duck-sized horses.
The duck-sized horses?
Yeah, because
why?
There'd be little things, wouldn't there? So you could just flush them out of the way.
They'd annoy 100 of them.
Yeah, you just boot them.
You'd have to be like penalty kicking them all, wouldn't you?
Aye, you would be just hoofing them everywhere, wouldn't you? But if it was a giant duck, it could like squash you. It could jump on you, flatten you.
See, for me, I'm going to go on what I like to eat. So I've eaten horse and I've eaten duck.
Have the duck.
But duck, like shredded duck, is amazing. But if you had a duck the size of a horse, imagine cooking that up.
You've got to overpower it first, though.
Well, yeah, but you know, I'm going to fight it. I'm going to kill it. I'm not going to lose that.
It's a big duck, that, you know. They give you a nasty little nip
peck
with them beaks of theirs.
Yeah.
I've been nipped a few times.
So anyway, I'd definitely go with duck.
I'd gone for the little horses.
All right, I get a good meal at the end of it though. Kev in 7. Who put the alphabet in alphabetical order? Who did that?
Johnny Alphabet.
It was actually done in 1742.
What, like 5:45 at night?
yeah, that's right.
Just after 20 to 6.
By Johnny Briggs.
Aye.
Do you remember Johnny Briggs? That was probably actually a bit after your time.
Mike Baldwin.
I used to watch Johnny Briggs.
Mike Baldwin his real name was Johnny Briggs.
Is that right?
You didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't. No, I don't have a clue. Who put the alphabet? in alphabetical order.
Who says it's in alphabetical order?
Well, that's it. Yeah.
It might not be.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't like questions like that.
I know. Well, like
I'm gonna be thinking about that now for the rest of the night.
The question to do with like distance or measurements. So, who made the first tape measure on centimeters or inches or whatever? You know, and is it right?
And who
who
also said, oh, it's 11 o'clock in the afternoon, in the morning, 11 o'clock in the morning. How do you know that? What do you mean?
Yeah, making time. I mean, yeah, it's one thing to get like a full revolution of, you know, what do you call it? Earth.
It's like they put a stick in the ground, didn't it? And it moved. But who's to say that's
11?
That's 4. That's 5.
Yeah.
Oh, don't make questions like that. I'm going to be awake all night.
Blown our minds.
I'm not going to sleep.
We're not intelligent enough to understand these things, are we?
Definitely not.
Bratton Sarah. Do you come across any other wild animals besides sheep in the Lake District?
Wild animals?
Wild animals.
Well, all animals are wild out here, aren't they? You see rabbits, deers, I've seen the snakes, frogs.
What snakes have you seen? An adder?
Just adders, right?
Yeah,
normally in the
never
cheap
really see adders though, do you?
I've seen deers.
Yeah.
There's deers around. If you go into like Hawes Water, them sort of areas, there's a big herd of deer always trotting around there.
I've seen them, yeah. That's when I was on, oh man, what's it called?
Oh, actually, you can see them if you're on Place Fell in Angleton. You see them there as well.
Yeah,
They go
came
across the valley.
Do you know, in one of my videos, I'd got up in the morning and had to go to the toilet. Literally, halfway through business, and a load of deer just walked past.
Like that.
Right. I was just like trying to grab my camera to sort of film them, but like not in a position to do so. Whistler 95.
Right.
He's a sound lad. He's a
Do you
good
think
mate
he's from
of mine.
Canada?
He's a good yeah, maybe.
Whistler.
Yeah, he's a good mate of mine, and he has said, would you rather have a tennis ball sized head or a beach ball sized head? Tennis ball or a beach ball? That's just weird. What?
I think a beach ball, right? Because that would mean that your brain was bigger and you'd be really clever.
Ah, interesting.
If you had a tennis ball head, how big would your brain be? Tiny.
You'd be just like...
And you couldn't really eat any stuff. You'd have to eat tiny little portions of food, wouldn't you? Like tiny little squares of stuff.
You'd never be fat though, would you?
But if you had a beach ball head, you could just eat whatever you want. I'm winning with
it. You'd have a body that would match you in no time with that.
That's like, well, it would balance it out, then you wouldn't look so odd, would you?
That's true, yeah, you'd just be a giant.
Yeah.
I'm going to say tennis ball sized.
Right.
And the only reason is...
You'd starve.
No, but do you remember Beetlejuice?
Mm-hmm.
And on that, it is Beetlejuice, isn't there? There's a little tiny...
Where he sat in the waiting room. Yeah.
And that, it just reminds me of that. So I'd like to be that guy.
When you said that, it was the first thing that popped into my head. Was that little tennis ball head thing sitting there.
Right, Sam Summits.
Does he?
He must do. Best tent you've used, best winter sleeping bag, and winter layers. So your tent, you're going to say that Solo or whatever it's called?
No, the best tent I ever used was the Namarge 3.
All right,
the GT, the one with the porch. That was amazing, that thing.
Yeah.
But that was somebody else's tent. But I got the use of it for a while.
Good shape though.
Really good shape, loads of space, absolute bomb shelter in the wind, in some wild, wild wind. Sleeping bag. I can only go.
Got your Rab one.
I can only go up the Rab 1100. I can't comment on anything other than that.
Yeah.
Although I know there is better ones. That Rab 1100, it's never let us down.
I can't fault any of the Rab sleeping bags. I think the rest. I've got 2 or 3 of them.
The new ones now are the old ones. The old ones were terrible.
Yeah.
The downfill was bad.
Yeah, right.
But they changed them. I don't know what they've done. And now they're a lot more floofier. Floofier, right?
He's from Newcastle or whatever, proper Geordie.
That's that wild bear, she says that. That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Floofy.
Oh dear me.
Still not watch this,
sorry. You've gone down now in my estimation.
I had to, I've lost the plot.
Yeah. We have...
It's my pal. It's my new dog on you.
Lolly Polly.
Lolly Polly?
Lolly Polly. When are you growing out a big beard, and why not? Am I going to grow out a big beard? I always have like, well, you're the same as me. You just always have something. But I don't know. It gets to a certain point. I'm like, yeah, I need to trim that a bit.
We all had lockdown beards, didn't we?
Well,
big bushes, like.
Yeah, I never bothered, but yeah, I don't know whether I'd want a big beard.
Oh, that could be a pain, like.
Yeah,
pain. But I've done it. Been there
with a big beard.
Done that.
Yeah.
If I have another lockdown, I'll grow another one. And big hair.
I mean, I could never clean shave. There isn't a chance.
Yeah, I can't.
I ain't done it for like 15, probably 18 years.
I look weird without a beard.
Yeah.
I look odd.
Nah, sod that. I would never clean shave. I think, I don't know. That's just like, I don't know. I like being a man. That's all it is.
Yeah.
So yeah, I don't want to be an office boy. Is that wrong to say? But yeah, I don't want to be an office boy. Oh dear. Anyway, oh, here we go. Becky Boo, Drugan Hillier.
Oh yeah, she follows me.
Drugan Hillier. Who was the best van?
Well, I can't really say.
Who's got the best van? To be fair, this is the first time we've sort of met with the vans, and we've had a look at each other's. We've sort of pretty much sat in yours all day today, haven't we?
Yeah. Because it's the best.
I'm going to say mine's the best finished, but his definitely does the job. But I like the space in yours. It's definitely better space than what I've got.
Roomy as out, isn't it?
Yeah. It's because it's just small square on back.
That's because I got no
a little
in it.
bit more headroom. And, you know, we just sat in there for like, I don't know, 4-6 hours today, something I don't even know.
I like it. I like yours with the electrics and that. I like the way you've got it all hooked up, solar power. That's what mine's missing, is the electrics.
Yeah.
So at the minute, I'll say his, but I'll get there. I'll get there. In that little space of time, haven't I? My peanut got drenched. It was only out like 2 minutes.
Oh yes, it's a bloody good drink, is that?
Oh, can't get enough of it.
Animal Fit. Oh dear.
Not going well.
Animal Fit. Where are you planning to explore in the van in the next 6 months?
Yeah.
Any plans at all?
6 months. I'm going in September. I'm going to the Isle of Mull, which I'm looking forward to. I've been there before.
Place.
I've been there before, but I need to go back and explore a bit more. I'm going with my mate.
Well, when I was there, I probably saw, I don't know, 10% of the bottom side of it.
That's it. I was there for a week, and the biggest thing I did was climb Ben Moor. But I'm going to definitely go back there. In fact, me and my mate, we've booked the ferry and everything. It's all on. It's when the kids go back to school as well, so it'll be a bit more quiet.
Well,
and then the NC 500 in December.
Oh yeah. See, that's time to do it, because otherwise it's busy.
If the roads are open.
Yeah.
That's the problem. Yeah, that can be. The Applecross Pass has always been shut.
Yeah. Well, for me, because it's going to be basically the next 6 months over sort of winter time, I don't know. I want to get into Europe really and do the bit. So I'll see where I get to with that. But definitely Scotland. You know, as you say, like doing NC 500 sort of thing. Dan the Dad 3. Who or what? Who got you started or inspired to do the YouTube thing?
Oh, the YouTube. Yeah. Well, I used to watch Dave's Wild Camping. So I thought, when I was watching his videos, I'm thinking, yeah, I'd love to do that. Because he did videos like what I do, you know. Just like, it was just there. He just filmed it and then posted it. There was no editing, there was no fanning or
yeah.
And I thought, yeah, I'd be all right. I could do that. So I made one like on iPhone 4, and it was terrible. You know what I mean? It was terrible. If you look back through my videos,
no gimbal or anything like that.
Yeah,
you were just literally holding it, shaking all over.
And it was dim as well. You know, it was dark. Oh, it was terrible. But that was it. That's how I got into it. But you just gradually pick up. You know what I mean? You learn.
Well, I started from nothing. I'd not even watched any videos with anything at all. I just made a video, and from that you learn quickly, don't you? It's like,
I didn't even know what YouTube was before that. Like,
yeah,
somebody put us onto it.
Yeah.
It's mad. It was only 10 years ago or something.
Yeah,
it's crazy. But that was it.
Well, it's like we were saying though. Tonight, filming this is his 500th video. 500 videos. camping legend, mate. You really are.
Every one of them rubbish.
This is why I call you the GOAT. You really are. Yeah.
Oh, dear.
Coming down, isn't it?
Oh.
Stacey Mikey 86, where would you go if you were going to go for a first time well camp?
Where we are now.
I honestly think it's awesome. I've never been here before, and I cannot rate it high enough. It's just like awesome. The views are amazing. There's plenty of places to pitch a tent.
It's even better when the sun shines.
There's no walking involved hardly, so you can just, you know, it's 5 minutes away from your car. If you failed or your kit failed or something like that,
easy bail out.
Yeah, get back to your car. You're nice and safe again. This is why it's good having a van though, isn't it? Because you can obviously camp in van then.
I've had a few people ask me in the past, where would you recommend for the first wild camp, and I've always sent them here. And then I get the feedback off them saying, I'm so glad I went there, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It was awesome. Get the bug for it, like. You get the bug for it because you come up here, it's easy enough to do, but you see why we do it, because of the views. I mean, you can do a big long walk and get no views. You know what I mean?
Yeah, completely.
You can do like a 10-mile hike to a campsite, and then when you get there, you can't see anything.
Yeah.
So it's like sheltered, or there's mountains in the way. This place is unreal for the views, like.
I agree. Awesome.
For such a small hill.
Liam Taylor 90, what is the craziest wild camp you've done so far? We've nearly packed up.
Yeah.
I mean, we nearly didn't make it out tonight, to be fair, because we were just like sat about, couldn't really be bothered.
We just lost it, didn't we?
Yeah, but we're here. We are here. Mine's just definitely that night that we both had on the same mountain, Blencathra, when that storm came through. We texted each other a couple of times. He was about halfway up the mountain and I was on the summit, and it was just mental. Just like literally the mountain was frozen, loads of snow around. It was snowing on the night, wasn't it? And then the temperature shot up, 10 degrees change in temperature. It started absolutely persisting it down, and the literal mountain, from being an ice cube, melted, and it all just ran down and through my tent. And you had a battle with it as well, didn't you? But you were in a decent tent, so.
I was in the Stiker,
yeah.
So it was all right. But it was the fact that I went outside and I recorded 70-mile-an-hour gusts on my Kestrel.
You were already halfway up and all.
I'm like, oh my
God.
mate,
I struggled that night.
I've never been in that wind before. That was crazy. That like crazy.
PK Lucky 43. Have you ever considered Everest Base Camp? I'd just love to do that.
Yeah, I would do that.
But if I was there, I'm always really competitive, and I know it's a dangerous thing sometimes in situations like that, but I'd be like looking, thinking, they're up there, I can go do that. You know what I mean? I want to go do it. So I'd be wanting to get to the summit. So. East Yorkshire Mammal.
Right.
You can have only one thing to drink for the rest of your life. What's it going to be? He's saying tea because he's from Yorkshire. I do like tea.
Thatcher's blood orange cider.
Yeah.
No, I'd stick them with water, mate. Like.
See, that's just, it's not
water.
Even a drink.
Water is life, man. Water is life.
It is, but there's not many times that you think, oh, I'd love some water now.
Oh,
like,
you're joking, aren't you?
Pretty much never.
You should see how much water I get through.
Really?
Oh God. I must drink about 6 litres in 2 days. I have 2 of them big Highland spring bottles in the van at work. Getting there finished by the end of the day.
Yeah,
that's 3 litres. I mean, I'm always on the toilet.
Yeah. I don't bother with water really.
I do like me cups of tea, but
I prefer to have some squash or something, you know, like orange with it.
Yeah.
But no, I would have, given the choice, I would say orange juice or milk. Good pint of milk.
Everybody was expecting to see beer there, weren't they?
Yeah. Nah, I don't mind. I love having a beer here and there, but it's not something I don't know.
If I could only have one more drink the rest of my life, it wouldn't be beer, like.
Well, you won't last long, would you?
No.
Be a short life.
You'd be like, oh, right, I don't feel so good.
Yeah. Hi campers, I'd like to ask both of you, what camp haven't you done, foreign or domestic, that's on your to-do list?
I would just like to camp abroad. I would like to do a camp abroad in a foreign country, just for the crack, like. You know what I mean? Just see, I'm not in England anymore.
Yeah.
Or
Britain. I've camped abroad, but I'll tell you, one of the best things I've ever done and I want to do more of this actually, but and it'd be great to film it. But I booked a flight, and I looked at cheapest flights, and I booked to go to Faro, which is South Portugal, and looked at the map, saw that it's on the sort of beach pretty much. Landed at Faro, had my backpack on with my camping gear in. I had a hammock and old thermos mat and all this sort of stuff. This is a long time ago, and I basically walked out of the airport with my backpack on and just walked 63 kilometres down the beach, not in one day. And I camped out for 3 nights on the way, just on the beach. I slept on the beach. Absolutely awesome. And I got to some caves, Bengali caves, and which was a pretty awesome place. And yeah, but just to do something like that, like camping abroad,
I would do that
on a beach, dead easy. Stevie RS, just done my first wild camp.
Boosh.
Well done, awesome mate. How do you guys keep your pack weight down? I'll tell you what, when you start out though, most people will just have a massive backpack. You still do though.
Oh, I went down the wrong way.
They just fill it with everything going, and then you realise you don't need it all.
I think that's what it is. People, I think it's just experience. You think to yourself, on your next trip, right? You say to yourself, oh, did I use that? Yes, but put that back in your bag. Did I use that? I didn't actually. Right, you don't need that. Did I use this? Yes, put it in the bag. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Just go through it and see, did I use it? Did I need it? Did I actually need it? And if it's no, don't take it.
Because sometimes I pack my bag and I then go through it again. I think, am I really going to need that? And I do ditch stuff, even though I've already
ditched
packed.
a few things tonight, like.
I'm generally happy with a 40 litre. I can get more stuff in.
I've got a 48 litre backpack, but it's just not quite big enough.
Not when you're carrying 24 litres of beer.
And a bottle of wine.
Yeah, yeah. Right, last question then.
Yeah.
East Yorkshire Mammal again.
Right.
Who are your favourite YouTubers? Good question.
No.
Who are your favourite YouTubers?
Can't say that when he's here.
Starstruck.
Got to say him, haven't I? I've got to say it.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah, mine's this guy. Absolutely awesome fella.
Genuinely, I do like his videos. I watched the one he did from the Isle of Mull the other week. I watched that about 3 times. It's just amazing, like.
Did you?
No,
which one?
with the drone going through the cliffs. When
the Cascade Arches. That's a beautiful place.
I love that video. I watched that loads. And I'm going to Mull as well, so that's another reason why I watched it a bit.
Yeah. Yeah, it's raining.
I like Patrick Dickinson. Hi there. He's brilliant. I'm like, he is brilliant. Patrick Dickinson, greatest YouTuber going. I've thought of an extra one. Oh my god, I like MCM Outdoors, Chris.
Yeah, Chris is sound lad.
I like watching his videos, and
definitely.
I've met him and I know his character, and that's why I like his videos more now, because I know him a bit better. And I'm like, yeah, I know what's sort of going through his mind. You know what I mean? When you see him in the tent and all that, and you think, yeah, I'm there, I'm with you. I know what you mean. I get what you mean when he's on about how nice it is and all that stuff.
Yeah, he's a good lad, is Chris, definitely.
He's cracking. I'll be going to camp with him soon. Another lad I watch is Miles from Anywhere, Dave Miles. Another plug for his channel. But his videos are amazing.
I've not seen.
Oh, you've got to watch his video. His filming's amazing.
Yeah.
He's great with a drone. But he just has a sort of a knack of always being out when it's a nice night, sunsets. You know what I mean? And his astrophotography is amazing.
That never happens for me.
I know.
Always crappy weather.
Remember that film, Unbreakable? With Samuel L. Jackson and Bruce Willis. Well, Dave Miles is Bruce Willis and I'm Samuel L. Jackson. Because he gets all the good look and I get all the bad look.
Yeah.
And that's how it is. But he films it really well. You know what I mean? He could go out and he could make a right arse of it. But nah, he's got it, like, he cracked it. And he definitely needs more subs.
There you go. That's the plug for him. I'll have to watch. I'll sub. I'll join him, mate.
There's another one I must mention, Blot Outdoors. Like, he's hilarious. I've been watching him for a while, but his channel's taken off lately. and I can.
I'll have to have a watch of him.
Oh, you can see he's just so funny. It's just 3 guns on, man. He's absolutely crackers, but in a good way.
But that's the thing though. Like I like your channel because you're natural. As in, you don't force anything or try to make anything polished. It is what it is. You know.
In other words, crap.
It's just crap, mate.
It's rubbish.
But because of that, I prefer that. Technical difficulties again. Microphones. No, what happened? That's it. Oh,
it got too hot.
Camera got too hot. Shut itself off. So we've been waffling on too long.
Get yourself a GoPro 10, man.
Yeah, pile of crap. Absolute pile of crap.
Yeah.
Anyway,
we were up to saying about the channels. Blot Outdoors.
Blot Outdoors.
Blot Outdoors. It's got a huge following, like probably most people are knowing. But man, he's just so funny. The only problem is he's a Mackham.
Yeah, you got to be careful with this.
I'll get pulled up for that one.
Yeah.
What was it I got called? Misogynist or something.
Yeah.
Racist. It's all just banter, man. Mackhams and Geordies. It's all just backwards and forwards. There's nothing wrong with them.
It is well funny though. Like all that, you know.
Yeah.
Oh dear. So Blot Outdoors then, I've not seen his channel, so...
He's so funny, like, he really is. He'll have a video out on Sunday, he'll be out tonight. I've seen
Camping?
him I've seen him on Instagram before he's out.
Right.
And he puts his videos up Sunday. And he also does videos on Friday where he goes out and reviews the local takeaways, like chip shops and that, and Chinese. Takes all the food back to his van and they sit and they scran all this food. And he gives it ratings out of 10. And I'm like, why am I watching a 45-minute video of somebody eating takeaway food and loving it? And it's because of him.
Right.
Because it's just the way he is. You know what I mean? You think, what? But no,
I'm going to have to have a watch, like, definitely.
It's addictive, like.
Yeah.
His main videos, his camping videos, like an hour long.
Yeah, right.
But I just sit and watch them in the time, just goes.
Yeah.
People in the comments are saying, well, that's the quickest hour I've ever sat and watched the video.
Yeah.
He's good.
Well,
like,
that's good.
His crack's hilarious. Like, I'll end up going camping with him eventually. He says he wants to come out, so we'll go out. Like,
Yeah, good stuff.
Blot Outdoors, really good.
It's proper raining, like, isn't it? Big old fat rain.
So, what was your channels that you like? Let's fit one.
Well, I don't know. I mean, I'll always watch Andy's channel because I just love how real he is. No messing about. Love it. But there's other people like Chris MCM. Oh, he's a sound lad. I've been watching a channel recently called Philly and Keely. And these two are a couple that go doing the van life thing, travelling around like Europe and Scotland and wherever else. But they're from Ireland, and literally the banter these two have between them, they're honestly proper funny to watch. So you'll have to watch them. Philly and Keely. What else is there? Amy in a van. She's an ace, and the reason I really like her is the fact that she reminds me of my daughter. She's just funny and a bit ditzy. Doesn't mind taking the piss out of herself, which is a really, really nice trait, definitely in people, I'd say. So yeah, Amy in a van, definitely worth watching her. And she's got a big following now. She's like just flown.
Anything in the van, I'll watch.
Yeah. Who else is there?
It's hard to pick a favourite because I'm subscribed to them for a reason. Like,
I think what it is though with YouTube, you have times where you watch a channel for a while, and then you sort of move off that and you go to someone else's channel, and then you drift about a bit. So.
But there's so many channels, and like loads of them are great. You know what I mean? People are so creative. You know what I mean? I get jealous.
What? How they make the videos?
I wish I could do that.
Some people are good. Like,
I wish I had the time and the energy to put effort in, but
yeah,
I just throw my videos up. Some people seem to like them.
Well, that's it. That's what it's all about, mate. Just give it a bit of entertainment.
I do get a lot of thumbs down though. I don't know why.
I don't know why either, mate. I think you're race.
People don't like people drinking beer and having a good time.
Oh dear. Anyway, that is it for our questions. Thanks for giving us some questions.
That was a long one, wasn't it?
Yeah, like proper waffling on a load of rubbish. But it's just nice to be out in it. even on a night like this, like it's absolutely pissing it down now.
It's getting worse.
But, you know, you're in a tent, warm.
Could be in with vans, even warmer.
That's true, yeah. It's been a pleasure. Sorry for boring you with all our boring rant. Tripe, good word.
Tripe. Crane fly, that is called.
Crane fly?
That's the real name for them.
Okay, I blew it onto my own hand.
It's your best pal.
Aye. Anyway, done. There we go. I'll see you later. Bye. Morning, flowers. Well, we stayed up till about 1:30 chatting an absolute load of rubbish, and the rain did not stop. It just kept hammering it down. Although it is quiet now, but I can see there's just down there we've got a puddle. I've got a puddle at the back here, look at that. And I know about that one because dog were gulping out of it earlier. Anyway, let's open up this and see what's going on. Oh, I've damaged it. Look, I put a hole in there. Don't like damaging the kit. Let's have a look and see what's happening out there. Yeah, that's not too bad really, it's clear.
Nice.
How are you doing in there, mate?
I'm having a cup of tea.
I think I'm going to have to get a cup of tea on as well.
Nice cup of tea.
Alright, is that, isn't it? Look. Clear.
Air clarity. Nice and pure. Eh?
There he is.
Morning flowers. Isn't it?
Oh dear. Yeah, cup of tea time I reckon. And let's get this dog out of there. I've made you a hurdle. You ready then, Blue? Go on then.
Yahoo! Release the hounds.
Look at this. Water everywhere.
Top 10 of places not to pitch.
Yeah, you've got a big puddle at this side and all.
I know, I've been out. I've seen it all. I'm horrified. I tried not to think about it.
Well, we got away with that, I think. Very wet. Look at this one. Ah, it's not a bad day though. Go on, Blue. Here. Let's have a wander up to this trig point and take in the view. See what it's like. Hey, that's good, is that? Best seat in the house. It's like a throne sat here. Well, this perfect little bench section, and look at that. What a view. And around this side, look at how moody those skies are. Just got all the mountains just disappearing into the distance. Yep, it's alright as this. Anyway, enough of that. Cup of tea time. It's nice up there.
Isn't it?
Just
it's addictive, isn't it? Just to sit
yeah.
there.
Right, that's us done. We're going to get packed away. I've sort of got most of my gear done there. And I think Andy's similar. He's just doing his hair for the camera.
Oh, still sticking out everywhere.
But yeah, look at that tent as well. That is not a bad tent at all. Space in there. Definitely sleep too.
It's unreal. Unreal.
I'm liking it. And it was bloody windy last night and very wet, so it's definitely taken it. Anyway, we're going to get the tents banged away, get back down here to civilization, and hopefully find ourselves a nice breakfast.
Yeah.
That's what I'm looking forward to.
Oh yeah.
Leave no trace as always, and look at this. It is a proper swimming pool. Luckily, none came into our tents. They survived unscathed. And it was a pretty wild night, to be honest. Lots of rain, obviously, and a few beers. Feeling a bit rough this morning. But it's been a pleasure, mate. Nice to be out with the goat. There he is, HALLIN Fell. First time I've been here, and thanks to old Andy boy here just for showing us it. I'll be back, I think. Definitely.
It's good for a cheeky camp, like.
Yeah, cheeky camp, that's what it is. Anyway, from HALLIN Fell, from the old goat, and the beautiful blue, we'll see you on the next one.